Stone, two damn phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
The college football transfer portal has been absolutely insane. It seems like every day there is a new big-time college football player or a former big-time college football recruit that is entering the transfer portal. Ever since the portal opened up for everyone, graduates and underclassmen alike on December 5th, the portal has been having a lot of players enter each day. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some big-time transfer portal commitments that have happened since the portal opened for everyone on December 5th. Now, I understand there's been a lot of commitments, and a lot of them have been big, to say the least. And I can only cover a handful in today's video, so if you want to see this be a series down the line, just comment down something below. Before I move on, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's get into it. The first transfer portal player I'm going to be talking about is Indiana to Oklahoma transfer Dasan McCullough. McCullough is the number 11 player for this current transfer portal class and the number 1 edge as of the recording of this video. McCullough was one of the most highly rated players in the 2022 recruiting class as a 4-star prospect and top 75 player who garnered 43 total offers. He would end up going to Indiana, being their highest rated recruit in program history, and he was an immediate impact player for the Hoosiers as a true freshman in the 2022 college football season. In my opinion, he was one of the best freshmen in 2022, as in 12 games played, he racked up 49 total tackles, 32 of them being solo, 6.5 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. This is one of those commitments to Oklahoma where Dasan McCullough is going to be an immediate impact just like he was at Indiana. People figure that Dasan is going to be a cheetah-type role at Oklahoma, which is basically all over doing it all for the defense, as Dasan does have a very athletic background, being someone that was rated as one of the higher-rated athletes in the 22 class, has experience playing in the secondary, and was a very good edge rusher for Indiana in 2022. And with his size, this is someone that's going to be a monster for the Sooners down the road. Staying in the Big 12 for this next transfer, it's Western Michigan to Oklahoma State running back Sean Tyler. Tyler, in my opinion, is one of the more under-the-radar transfer portal grabs thus far in this entire transfer portal cycle of the 2023 class. Sean Tyler has a lot of experience playing at Western Michigan and being a 2-year starter in 21 and 22. High-level production at that. In his career at Western Michigan, he has rushed for 2,830 yards, averaging nearly 6 yards a carry, and 23 total touchdowns on the ground. In this previous 2022 campaign, he rushed for 1,027 yards, averaging nearly 5 yards a carry, having 7 total rushing touchdowns, and was a force to be reckoned with in the kick return side of things as well, returning 624 total yards and even a return touchdown. Oklahoma State lost their starting running back from 2022 to the transfer portal, and with this grab of Sean Tyler, they're bringing in someone that has a lot of experience, more experience than the other running backs in that room on the collegiate level, and proven experience at that. And this is someone you can definitely hear his name in the Big 12 for 2023. On to the next player, I'm going to be talking about Oregon to JSU transfer Seven McGee. Seven McGee has been with the Oregon Ducks these last couple seasons. He was a part of their 2021 recruiting class, and he was a 4-star according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings and a top 10 running back in the nation. Seven McGee, over the past couple seasons as an Oregon Duck, has had 18 receptions for 151 yards, 8 yards per reception, and a total of 50 rushing yards and 1 touchdown. This was a commitment that did surprise some people, as some thought Seven was going to go to another Power 5 program to get his name out there and get more of an opportunity than he did at Oregon. Instead, he's taking the HBCU route to Jackson State. Yes, after Deion's already moved to Colorado, he's going to be joining JSU to start his own legacy and to seemingly become the guy for the Tigers. Staying with Oregon transfers, the next transfer I'm going to be talking about is Oregon to Arizona transfer linebacker Justin Flowe. Justin Flowe was one of the most hyped up recruits that we've seen recently, especially in that 2020 class, as a 5-star and a top 10 player. In the transfer portal rankings, he's the number 37 recruit, according to the 24/7 Sports transfer portal rankings, and he was expected to be that guy at Oregon, and he showed some flashes in his time there the 3 seasons. However, injuries have ultimately been his downfall. 2020 and 2021, he combined for a total of 2 games, playing in 1 game in 2020 and 1 game in 2021, both going down with season-ending injuries. 2022, this past season, it was his most healthy year, where he appeared in 10 games, had 35 tackles, and 2.5 tackles for loss, but ultimately seemed like he wasn't necessarily himself compared to the 2021 one-game version we saw, where he had a really good game of 14 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 5 solo tackles, and even a forced fumble. He is now going to be an Arizona Wildcat, where he's going to have a much bigger role with them than he did with Oregon in 2022. And if he stays healthy, maybe we're going to see what he was really supposed to be as a Duck. On to the next player. It is Oklahoma State to USC transfer linebacker Mason Cobb. Mason Cobb is currently rated as the number 2 linebacker and number 34 player in the transfer portal. Mason Cobb had his first season as a starting linebacker in his collegiate career in this 2022 college football season for Oklahoma State. He appeared in 12 games where he became one of the top linebackers in the Big 12, and honestly, one of the top linebackers in all of college football. He had 96 total tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 1 interception, 1 pass deflection, and 1 forced fumble in 12 games with the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Mason Cobb is going to be crucial for USC in 2023. USC's defense in 2022, it just straight up wasn't good enough. And we saw that as the 2 games they lost to Utah, the defense faltered and it crumbled as they couldn't make tackles and they couldn't make the plays that were needed to win the games. And Mason Cobb is one of those really good linebackers in the portal that can really change your defense. On to the final move I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Jaheim Bell, South Carolina to Florida State, transfer tight end. Jaheim Bell is rated as the number 1 tight end and number 8 player in the transfer portal for 24/7 Sports. He broke out onto the scene for the Gamecocks in 2021, where he had 30 receptions for 497 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns through the air. In 2022, he had an increased role in his versatility, as he had 73 rushing attempts for 261 yards, averaging 3.6 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and 25 receptions for 231 receiving yards, averaging 9 yards a reception and 2 touchdowns through the air. This grab for Florida State is a very big one, as Florida State, they had a good year this year. They're 9-3 as of the recording of this video, and a top 15 team, and they're supposed to have a lot of pieces coming back for 2023, including their starting quarterback Jordan Travis, who had a great 2022 campaign, and getting him a big-time target like Jaheim Bell is very big for Florida State and their hopes for their 23 season to come out on top of the ACC. Not only that, but Jaheim Bell's versatility can help any offense in the nation. Well guys, if you made it this far in the video, drop something down in the comment section below if you want to see a part 2 of this video. And what other transfer portal commitments do you think have been big time in the past couple weeks that you think I missed out on? Also, before you head out, remember to smash that like button, turn on those post notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. Be Helly out.